In my opinion, this is the greatest quote of all time. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is in us. It's not just in some of us, but in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we consciously give other people the permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I remember the first time I heard this quote, it was on one of the best sports movies, in my opinion. It's Coach Carter. In that scene, they're at the study hall, and then, the player speaks up and, thanks, his coach. It's just a quote that stuck with me ever since I first heard it, and I've researched it and I've shared it on my social media at times, and not just to be, extra deep, and just post it, but it means something, to me and to a lot of people. When we really break it down and look into what the quote is saying, it's like, it is true, for a lot of us. I'm going to speak for me. I've held myself back in different ways in the past because I was afraid I would be good at it. And that's not trying to be big-headed, but sometimes when you're lazy, that kind of will slow you down in a way. If I was to go to this team, or if I was to try out for this sport, I'll be pretty good at it. And if I'm pretty good at it, my parents are going to push me. The coach is going to push me. And if I'm lazy, I don't like that. In my experience of being around the youth, it's almost funny now to not try. It's funny or popular to not have good grades in some circles. It's almost, like they would almost like you more if you don't have good grades, or if you don't, actually care about something serious. It's almost like you get made fun of for it, And, I would just encourage anyone to be themselves. If you like any sport you like, do that sport. I don't care if it's tennis, golf, water polo, whatever you like, do that. Don't let other people and doubters make you feel like you shouldn't do something because it's not popular. Who cares about the rest of the world? At the end of the day, you want to do what interests you and what you enjoy. You're only hurting yourself when you try to fit in with a certain type of crowd. It only hurts you to hold yourself back so that way you can hang out with the people you think are just funny, or the people you think, you can kind of get loose with sometimes and just, clown around with. It's okay at some points, but you shouldn't hold yourself back. You should always push to be the best you in whatever you do and whatever you enjoy. Go for it. Push for it. Do not hold yourself back because of laziness. Do not hold yourself back because of other people. You gotta go do you. You have to go chase your dreams, and you have to do what makes you happy. The end of this quote is really what sticks with me the most. As we let our own light shine, we consciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I've seen in so many examples as a coach, just here recently, you'll have that sometimes class clown, or that person who is usually up to no good or didn't really care academically. You get that kid and you challenge them to be a part of something bigger than themselves, to be a part of a team. And it changes you. It changed that young student. And in doing so, it affected his friends. Your circle changes when you change. And that's not always a bad thing. If you're changing for the better, then your circle will change for the better. And at the end of the day, that's a win. No matter what, that is a win. Because the people who are supposed to be by your side and are healthy for you, they're going to go with you. They're going to be there for you. If you're in that job and you know it's a bad job, you know that the culture in this workplace is extremely toxic. You know that this place is only causing you damage emotionally and mentally. You know you need to rise out of that situation. I'm telling you, it happens. It's happened to me. I've left a position or a place, and people will just get inspired. Like, oh, you're gonna, okay, like, yeah, maybe I should go too. And then it starts something. Not to say you need to go over there and stir a revolt, but do what's best for you. And when you start to do what you know is best for you and what your heart is telling you to do, and you know what is best, people will see that. And people who want the best for themselves, who really deep down may not show it, but really do want better for themselves, I guarantee you it'll stir something up in them and they will begin to follow. Not to say they'll do what you do, but you can create change in your setting, whatever your setting is, whether you're a teacher, athlete, anything. You can stir change when you begin to follow the right things and to make changes in your life for the better. When you feel like you are liberated, when you start to do things differently, other people will see and other people will follow suit. So this quote is extremely, extremely powerful. I would tell anyone to look it up. I would tell anyone that they can put art in their, offices, or any place that they're at a lot. Put it up. You need to remind yourself of these things. We need to remind ourselves of these things, almost daily. Thank you guys again for coming and watching my videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Trying to get up to 150 subscribers. Thank you.